Eskom says it remains committed to a seamless integration of small-scale embedded generators into its network while ensuring adherence to all regulatory and safety guidelines. The power utility hosted a webinar on the registration of all grid-tied installations in accordance with the National Energy Regulator of South Africa NERSA's requirements, with Chief Advisor Onika Rantwane outlining the tariff changes.
The standard quotation fees, the standard connection fees, as well as our meter-related costs. These charges, the decision that Eskom has taken is that we are going to be retaining last year's prices and we are not going to be increasing standard charges for SSEGs in an effort to make sure that we get our customers to register their SSEGs. The bottom table provides a breakdown of the typical residential customers' connection fees. And these are divided into the tariff conversion fee. So typically what would happen is that a customer that is currently on home power would need to be converted to an home flex, which is an SSEG tariff for residential. They would need to pay a tariff conversion fee of about 1,200 standard connection fees, as well as the cost to install the meter. And this cost, as you can see, Chairperson, totals about 9,000. So usually we would need to charge a residential customer 9,100 just for the cost of connection, as well as the installation of a smart meter.
The power utility has announced a waiver for residential customers with unregistered SSEG installations of up to 50 kilowatts. It says the deadline for registration of solar systems is 31st of March 2026, after which penalties and potential disconnections may apply.
Due to this exemption, the customer will be saving on this amount, which means that when the customer comes for registration, we will not charge them this amount. And this exemption, as I said, Eskom has provided until March 2026. And after that, the decision will be reviewed. And as I've already indicated, Chairperson, that the smart meter in this case is also provided for free for our residential customers.
The power utility says the registration will, amongst others, address safety concerns, as Eskom is demanding an engineer sign off on every installation. The Association of Municipal Electricity Utilities of South Africa's Vali Parayachi says a list of engineering professionals should be compiled to avoid exploitation.
We want to make sure that the infrastructure that's put on your rooftop is reasonably sound as per accepted norms, and that's why EXA, which is a government body, appoint professionals to ensure that those installations are safe for society. So I want to leave it there to say that it's not a case of coming up with this stringent regulations to make it more expensive. I think the cost element has to be addressed. I think the 30,000 Rand and 20,000 Rand, I'm not sure where those figures come from. I think a reasonable figure is 10,000 Rand and less. I think we as an AMU are also looking at coming up with a list of professionals that we could have on a panel that could be utilized by the industry.
Eskom says the goal remains to help customers mitigate the impact of load shedding on their daily lives. All SSEG installations that operate alongside Eskom's supply, even those not exporting power back into the grid, must be registered with Eskom or NERSA. Katlego Logodi, SABC News in Johannesburg.